Did the pandemic force you into the 7th circle of online dating hell? Did it start with Tinder, then you worked your way up to Bumble, then eventually Hinge?
Oh my God!
Look, you're not alone on that front.
You got that right.
But while Tinder's credibility has certainly made progress over the past decade or so, it is still a far cry from something that people are proud to admit that they use publicly.
You got that right.
Which is honestly why you see these apps often buried on page 5 of people's iPhones, like between Priceline and TurboTax. You wanna know how I'm sure that people do that? Because I did.
I did it! Woo!
Yeah. I used to hide my dating apps in a folder that I titled The Outlets. I feel like I was an article of clothing at the outlets. You know, I couldn't cut it out there on the real dating circuit, so now they just shipped me out here and made me available to everyone at like a reduced rate. Look, you can do it. Download the online dating apps, and you might be fine. It's kind of like going to Tijuana for the weekend. Like, it might be fine, but it might not be fine.
Welcome.
Just be careful out there, okay? Because the Wild West would take one look at the world of online dating and say, where the hell am I? It's the Wilder West.
Wild West.
The creatures that you find buried on these apps, they would leave the creators of planet Earth dumbfounded.
This is Fangtooth.
Remember, Steve Irwin even got taken out in the wild by a stingray, I think. A stingray got him, and a catfish might get you.
Oh, Christ! You can still be my chocolate kiss, too. You don't forget about that, baby.
Oh my God.
Like, you thought you had a hard time keeping track of all the characters on Lost? Wait till your first swipe surge, okay? The cast is so diverse, even the White House would approve.
Come on, man.
Oh yeah, that mask might help protect against the Delta variant, but it ain't stopping the Kappa Delta variant that Florida State Super Senior's bringing with her.
Not even.
Super State!
If you must embark on this journey, then don't do it alone. Allow me to guide you through. Come with me or swipe with me.
If you want to live.
I want to start off with a little disclaimer, okay? Transparency, full transparency. I'm a guy.
You're a man.
Believe it or not, which means I account for 72% of all people on dating apps. So, Jared from Ohio State, you thought that SigEp keg party had a bad ratio? Go ask to borrow your sister's phone and then check her match inbox. You want to see a bad ratio? She's got more unread messages in that match inbox than you do on your AOL email, which you haven't checked once since 2009.
You got mail.
This is a Tinder profile of a girl I've been talking to who had 1,600 likes on her Tinder profile. She's been on Tinder for a week and a half.
High likelihood of a sausage fest in progress.
I just want to say it once more, I am a guy, so unfortunately this is going to be a one-sided assessment. I don't have the ability to evaluate how scummy guys are on the app, but what, from my understanding, they lie about their height a lot and they post pictures holding up some fish or something. But if chat roulette is any indicator, I'm assuming it gets a whole hell of a lot worse than that. Because the only guys I see on Tinder are the gay ones who try to register as a woman seeking a man, trying to like backdoor some straight guy into fooling around with them. Come on, man. No pun intended, by the way.
Hey, 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 ladies! Hello, ladies.
So now, on to those ladies.
Hey, ladies!
These girls I'm about to tell you about, they carry out more complex crimes than the cast of Ocean's 11. So without further ado, let's start swiping.
Girls on Tinder, Part 1.
First, the loser denial girl.
Are you in loser denial or something?
This is the girl who will refuse to admit that she downloaded the app under her own accord and instead will deflect the blame onto somebody else.
It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
She'll claim, my roommates downloaded this.
I had a bad case of loser denial myself.
Or how about the classic, I downloaded it as a game. It's just a game. Yeah, that's a hell of a game. Name me one other game that could leave you limping home after getting in the ass at 2 in the morning. I'm pretty sure flipping Uno cards ain't gonna leave you like that.
Game over. I'm a loser, baby.
Girls on Tinder.
The Harvey Dent girl.
Part 2.
Like the Batman villain?
Two-Face.
No, not because she's two-faced. This is the girl who uploads all 5 pictures with the same exact friend, and now you have to do a Harvey Dent coin flip to try to guess which one it is.
No.
Spoiler alert.
It's the uglier one.
Girls on Tinder.
She's a two-face.
The Skipper.
In the boat, it's
Part 3.
girls, girls, girls.
take me on your boat. You ever see that message?
I am looking for a sugar daddy with a boat. I repeat, a sugar daddy with a boat.
You heard it right, unless you're Tony Soprano rolling into the dock. Don't bother swiping right.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
You know what's interesting? If you want to go on a boat, maybe you shouldn't have burned all those bridges with those guys holding up the fish in the pictures that you insulted earlier. Because you know who might happen to have a boat? A guy who's catching a bunch of fish.
Men, you have to stop putting fish pictures on your dating apps.
I can let you drown.
The House of Wax Girl.
Part 4.
This is the girl whose pictures are all face-tuned so much to the point where it looks like a Madame Tussauds wax statue of them was slightly melted, forming this current version that you're looking at.
They're all wax, everyone.
To combat this, they gotta implement like a verification system similar to an online check deposit.
The wax.
Make sure the picture is well lit. Make sure the whole check is included. Don't hide the corners. We need to implement that with online dating apps as well. And also, why can't there be a male filter where we can look more attractive undeservedly? Like there should be a filter where when we slide it up, more money just appears on us.
Girls on Tinder.
The Breadcrumbs Girl.
Breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
This girl starts you off with a deceivingly attractive picture, but as you progress from picture to picture, each one leads you closer to the truth, like one breadcrumb at a time.
Carefully placed trail of breadcrumbs.
See, the goal here is that you'll have already swiped right before making it to the all-revealing, truth-revealing sixth picture.
The lady has dropped a trail of crumbs.
She trusts that you lack the discipline or the patience to make it all the way through to door number 6. And she might be right. She's probably right.
You lack discipline.
And then when that time comes where she inevitably disappoints you in person, she can say with full confidence, hey, you knew this is what I looked like. Just check the 12th picture on my profile.
The trail of breadcrumbs.
Part 5.
The when in Rome, don't do what the Romans do, girl.
So much for the glory of Rome.
This girl willfully joins Tinder, you know, the online dating app most synonymous with online hookups.
Is this not why you are here?
And then chastises you for having the audacity to come here and seek a hookup.
How dare you?
They demand you swipe left, unless you're looking for more. Ah, yes, when I go to Tinder, I'm looking for more. That's like me going to EDC looking for some specialty cocktails.
Drugs.
I mean, does this girl know who's living at the swipe next door? Like her profile will literally say in the bio, don't invite me over unless you want something serious. So there you go, all right, whatever, swipe left. The next one says, seriously, invite me over.
Show me your...
The Unsolved Mysteries Girl.
Part 6.
These are the girls who will upload a full complement of pictures. All pictures you could ever ask for, yet you still have absolutely zero idea what they look like. How this is possible, I don't know. Steven Spielberg, he shot a movie with an iPhone 3, yet half these girls, they look like their pictures were pulled from a World War II scrapbook. Nothing's clear, they're grainy, dusty, you can't make out anything.
You may be able to help solve a mystery.
There was a demon named Bagul in a horror movie called Sinister. No matter how many times they showed him, you could never clearly make out this guy's face. There was always something obscuring it or blurring it or blocking it, and that is exactly what some of these girls' profiles are like. Go ahead, meet up with one of these girls and I can assure you, you will find out what Bagul really looks like. The cardboard cutout girl, you know this one. She makes the same exact face, the same exact pose from the same exact angle in all 5 photos, and the only thing that ever changes is the background.
Not 2, not 3, not 4.
They look like one of those time-lapse shots you see on planet Earth of like summer turning to winter, but then there's that tree just that stays stationary right in the middle.
16 times! 16 times! 16! Woo!
Girls on Tinder.
The Pullout Girl.
How was the pullout?
Part 9.
No, this isn't the good kind of pullout. This is the female pullout, where she makes the actual plans with you only to pull out an hour before actually meeting up.
Oops.
Part 9.
The Gif'er.
The Gif'er!
Now, there are a chunk of ladies out there who want every individual response from a guy, whether it's a text message or a message on a dating app, to tickle their mind like a game of Sudoku. But when the shoe is on the other foot, aka on Bumble, where the girl has to send the first message, what exactly do they do? Oh yes, the very thing they claim to hate the most. They open with, hey. Or even worse, the cowardly GIF opener. Coward. So then you respond, hey, what's up? And then they never text you again because they say you are a boring texter.
Coward.
This one is for the Gif'er.
Part 10.
The Tinder stat padder. This is the attractive girl who clearly doesn't need these dating apps whatsoever, but she uses them as a backdoor tool to boost her follower count on Instagram, or TikTok, or you name the app. You ever seen this message? Sorry, never checked this. Follow me on Instagram. You'll have a better chance there. They literally try to lead you from the dating app back over to Instagram using your hope and dangling it in front of you like a carrot on a stick just to get that one click. And then they're completely done with you. Kind of like the Black Widow, actually, except you don't even get the single before you're done. So I just took you through the basics of profiles. That's like intro to profiles. That's profiles 202. But on top of that, if dealing with those flesh peddlers wasn't enough, you also have to deal with their crack-dealing pimps, otherwise known as the apps themselves.
The price is the price.
I believe the wise philosopher 50 Cent once said, I've seen bigger thieves in business than I did in the hood, something like that. On top of already monetizing your data. So they already make money off you. Then these apps, they'll offer more upgrades than Scientology.
Dweller H.
Oh, things didn't work out for you on level 1, don't worry about it. We're gonna reveal more potential matches when you upgrade to level 3. And then for another quick 100 per month, you'll be clear at OTA. On Tinder, you know, if you look at a girl for longer than 3 seconds,
And the rock means 3 seconds.
they know you're kind of interested, and then they haunt you like one of those Sunglass Hut employees who sees you just casually glance at a pair of glasses and somebody just peeks out of nowhere. You look at a girl for longer than 4 seconds, Tinder comes out. Are you sure you don't want to make that a super magic Tinder gold like?
How about no?
No thanks, I'll just jot the serial number down like I do on Sunglass Hut and then buy it from some scam sunglass website. With Bumble Boost, you can get increased likes for $29.99 per month. Sure, they will technically triple your matches. Just take your 0 matches and multiply them by 3, and there's your new amount.
Nothing!
On Hinge, you can send a nice Hinge rose.
Drop a rose.
Girls usually love the smell of roses, especially when they come with that little hint of desperation.
I'm out of goddamn roses, man.
Also on Hinge, you can be a preferred member for a meager $59.99 per month. Twice the price of the NHL package. And it turns out, the price varies from person to person, meaning the monthly plan, your price, is based just on how disgusting you are. They look at your face and say, oh, this guy, $85.99 per month for him.
Break down the elemental components manager on a single constant K rate, extrapolate reach of the...
But other than all of that, online dating's pretty great. All right, kids. Happy swiping.
I know.
I know.
I know. I know.
I know what you did. Where I know what you did.
For the relatively longer and uncensored version of the online dating special, subscribe to Andy on Patreon. That's patreon.com/AndyFrancis.